Hi, welcome to the broadcast church planting videos, and today I want to talk about how we rest well. Now, church planting, in case you hadn't noticed, is somewhat tricky. If it was easy, we'd all be at it and there'd be thousands and hundreds and millions of churches everywhere, but there aren't. Church planting is tricky, and it's tricky because it's consuming. Okay, now it can be time consuming, but it can be capacity and emotionally consuming as well, if that makes sense. So I've noticed that it plows into my social life, into my marriage, into our family life. Everything kind of gets run through the filter of church planting. And even if that doesn't take up every evening, or it doesn't take up a huge amount of time, because sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it's quite not very time consuming, but it takes up a lot of emotional capacity. I find for me, I just obsess about it a little bit and it gets in my head, and all of these things sometimes keeps you awake at night just pondering it and thinking about these things. So it kind of becomes a little bit of part of you. And so I've realised that actually the ability to rest well is really important. The ability to be able to recharge consistently so that you can run at a high level. And the things that I've realised are helpful for me, just very simply, is money, okay? Actually having our finances as a family and our budget running well and running smoothly and not causing pressure on us has helped us massively and helped me in terms of rest. But in that, being able to save, particularly for holidays, so to be able to have a good holiday every year has just been great for me and the family. Also being able to save, so we've got a bit of money we can spend to enjoy ourselves, whether that's a curry or a night out for some drinks or whatever it is. Having the money to be able to do that actually has really helped us. There's nothing worse thinking, great, got some time off, can't afford to do anything. And actually we try and save for those things. Something else I've realised, actually, in terms of married life and family life, is that there isn't such a thing as quality time. It implies that you can have this highly charged hour together and it's just wonderful for everybody. Actually, quantity time is what really works. And actually being able to carve out lumps of time together where we can just hang out and it's not focused and we have to work through an agenda to make it quality, but the quantity time is important. Also, I've realised that I have to turn off my screens. I don't unwind if I'm constantly looking at my phone. My brain doesn't unspool as it needs to if I'm always checking stuff. And I don't say that because people are always in contact with me because I'm a big deal, I'm really important. Actually, I check stuff anyway. I'm checking the email, I'm checking Twitter. And those things don't help me. So on holiday, I never take my phone. I try and turn it off if we have days off together or put it in another room. I try and unplug and disconnect so that I can actually properly power up again. I've also realised that I need a hobby. At the moment, for me, it's the historical novels of Gore Vidal, okay? Just love those things about American history. For some reason, just floats my boat at the moment. Helps me distract and recharge a bit. Also, the back catalogue of Rocket from the Crypt, but that's a whole other story. But it just helps me power up and recharge. I've realised that I need to consistently rest well as have the big holidays and stuff as well. So that's my point today, how to rest well as a church planter. You work your money, marriage and family time, quantity not quality. Turn off your screens and get yourself a hobby.